the guru of Squad Double Zero, the assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what I do. Is here to bring you Toriko, that Toriko greatness. Toriko chapter 2. I just got done doing a One Piece review, y'all. I'm sorry. Chapter 283, and I knew this. Sorry that the review's kind of late, but life happens. I was gonna do it Wednesday and then Thursday, but then life happens. But anyway, nonetheless, y'all read this chapter. My dog, freaking Heracles, Heracles. Do I need this? Need I say more? I can end the review with that. Heracles. But let me go in and break this down analytically. Of course, I got the chapter right here this time because I didn't want to leave out any details. Too good. I've been doing this with the chapters this week. Anyways. So, this time it says an overwhelming presence. Yeah, that pressure, dog. It's that pressure. Just in the presence of a king, man. Of a king beast. The air is so heavy. Now, mind you, Toriko's been to Gourmet World. He's dealt with some crazy environments in the human world. But there's pressure, though. He says, screw the riddle chapter. I don't even care what the capsule level is. Now, we do need to get the capsule level. Like, you look at me like, what the hell? I didn't think they were there yet. I knew this was the birthplace or something like that. But I didn't think they were there yet. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up this page real quick, right? Cause sometimes I want to act slow. Yo, the freaking kid, yo. Oh, what the hell? I was too hyped and I clicked the wrong button, y'all. The freaking y'all. Look at the size of this thing. This thing is massive. Let me see if I can get y'all to see this. Look at this thing, dog. Come on. Look at that. Y'all don't see it. Look at that thing. That thing is absolutely massive. It is massive, bro. Colossal. I don't think there's any way a capture level could measure this. Yo, man. That's why I say I think he's over the Battle Wolf. I think, or he, she, whatever. I think the Heracles King Beast is over the Battle Wolf, which was 690, which I think is 4th or 5th. I think the Battle Wolf's 4th or 5th. But anyways, the absolute rule reigns. Yo, man, the freaking this got me too hype. I tried to kill the hype, but I thought the hype would shut up. Look at it. Y'all saw my thumbnail. Yeah, look at the look at that. Look at that. That's do I need more review? Look at that. Look at that, dude. Come on, dog. They look like a dragon. He look like the Heracles always look like a dragon, man. I'm too hyped, y'all. Look at freaking Komatsu's face. Hey, man, I'd be like Komatsu. What the hell is that, man? Hey, I gotta say this though. I think I said it. I might have said it in my last review. Does Komatsu have gourmet sales now? He has to have them. He's been in the gourmet world for a year and a half. He's in the presence. Like, how could he survive the gourmet world? Is anybody asking these questions? Not only that, remember what Toriko said. He said we need to, pretty much get our weight up. We need to, step our gourmet sale game up. So, I mean, he wasn't talking about Mappy because Mappy told them to, right? This is one of the 8 kings. And Mappy's just like cool, calm, and like he just chilling. Man, tell you about this gourmet world though. That's why I think he's like on capture level 3 down. Now, I don't say this off of rip. I don't think Toriko is ready for that king beast level. No. Can't be. Not when you're sweating this much, man. By the presence alone. Well, there are other Phantom Beast headaches. So he's one of a species. Alright, which makes sense. And we get later in the chapter, talking about the Dharma horse and all them kind of things. But only he. So he's a male. But can a male give birth? Not heterosexual. Hermaphroditic, possibly. Because it did look like a male. But anyways, only one can be known as Heracles. And for those who don't know, see, this is what I love. And it talks about more, which made me think of it. Especially Oda and Mitsutoshi. Okay. Now others do it. I think Togashi does. Others do with mythology, folklore, fables, legends. But those two especially tie in. The way they tie it in, like Kishimoto is more upfront about it. But the way they tie it into their story, Heracles, for those who don't know, Hercules is the Romanized version of Heracles, which is Greek. He's the son of Zeus, and he's a demigod, right? Yo, Heracles, the name alone tells you enough. That should tell you all you need to know. The 12 trials of Heracles, yo. And then there's other elements he bring in, and you'll see later. And now I thought about that was, they believe, Norse mythology, the Vikings, as well as Apollo and his chariot. But anyways, let me continue. This place, the air, the hell is so heavy, it's like clay, breathing so hard. That's because the air is thin up on Horse King Hill. Horse King. We've got to grow more air trees. Air trees? Yeah, that tree I've seen before. Yeah, I remember that. I kind of sort of remembered it in the flashback as well. Let's see. Even before I came to the gourmet world, they were in the underground forest. Let's see. Mysterious tree produces air. They're the trees that produce air. Now look, they've gotten a lot of trees around here. The Horse King air want air. Yep. Big old air trees, something, aren't they? Toriko, Komatsu, I'm going to die now and become fertilizer for the air tree. Yo, man. Yo. They're like, what? I'd be like, what, dude? And he explains, he goes up to one of these, and this is the size of one of these things, man. These things are huge. Look at this. Junk's huge, dude. I don't know if you can see it in the glare. This thing, look at Mappy and then look at them. The thing's pretty tall, pretty big. It reminds me of an onion, though. Now that I look like it, onion like a Bulbasaur. For your Pokemon fans out there, not one of them, but do know. Grew up in that era. If they have strong life force as their nutrients, they can grow a good quality air for us. Filtration in Karu, he's crying. And then you got Mappy out here crying. Wait a second, Mappy. You say fertilizer? Yeah, Toriko realized what time it is. Heracles, would you accept my life as an offering to allow them to capture air? Please, with just my life alone. Yo, look at this, dog. Tell me Heracles don't look like Shenron 3.0. A horse looking like freaking Shenron. Shenron 3.0. Come on, dog. Shenron 3.0, yo. Yeah, you Dragon Ball fans. You Dragon Ball DBZ fans. You know what's up. Stop, Mappy. What can I do? I have no choice but to fight with this monster. Toriko, I know you want to do it, but come on, bro. You ain't on that level yet. You not on that level yet. Dude's like, we ain't seen Toriko go out. You telling me he done jump 10 levels? Not capsule level, just levels. Okay, there's levels to this. Nah, he ain't on that level. Dudes will wonder if Midora on that level. Yes, of course I believe Midora is superior to that level, clearly. But whatever. Wait a second, these trees. So Komatsu looked like he got an idea and he might be able to prep it, right? And if this page will show up. And I think he pulls out no, not this time. We skip and we get some explanations of some jazz. I think we going over to the Dharma Hermit. Also Melt the First, who, got an arm gone, and the gourmet surgeon Akatsuki? Akatsuki? I don't know how to say it, I forget. Eastern Bewitching World, let's see, Atmosphere Garden, east of the village, fertile land, let's see, grows, fertilizer, rain, sunlight. This is far different than the other environments they're passing through. Abundance of oxygen, result, now before I say this, people saying, with the King Beast right there, it should be clear that Toriko is higher than Zebra. Come on, overall, come on. Just because Zebra has probably more DC, or he doesn't make him more powerful than Toriko. Let's be real, people. And the Armor Hermit coming out like a wheelchair junk, he's big boy. Coming here, calms my nerves. Said the symptoms of any illness can be healed. Oxygen present here is good for the ailment. He's like, yeah, I done been in an unstable atmosphere. The air here smells delicious, and even milk's filling it. And you see these baby headaches. all kinds of things. And dudes that pointed out that, yo, that was Ichirayu's Pegasus. And yeah, they're same as well. Young Phantom Beast Herrick, isn't it? Horses who have the blood of the Horse Kings flowing through their veins. There's a young demon beast, Darharma, and a young Janus unicorn. My bad, unicorn, not Pegasus. I'm thinking of too much Greek mythology going through the head. Sorry. Different is they're herbivores and there's carnivores. These giant horses live on here. All eat air. They're aerovores. Yo, Mitsutoshi, you need to stop. You're doing too much, bro. I always wonder if there's something like that out there. I'm just saying. If there actually is, and we haven't discovered it even on the planet, something to consider. I know this filtration system is 8 small particles, but I wonder. Well, kind of, plants kind of are, if you would think about it, because they take in the carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. What's the word? Metabolize. They respirate. That's what I'm going with. But anyways, aerovores. Of course, there are species that eat, plants, grasses, and food, and meat as well. But the majority of them only prefer air. Breathing for them is like eating. People realize the depth of that concept. Breathing is eating. Now, if we could only breathe tonight. Yo, look at this. This chapter was so hype. Y'all already know the rating. Come on, y'all. Look at the black demon horse. Yo, come on, man. Talk about antiquity, so we go take it back in the day. But anyways, as for the horse king Heracles, yo, these stats I have to read this word for word, verbatim. The stuff that comes up is too crazy. One single breath of meal. He's able to keep moving for about a month, even in an oxygen-less environment. But we ain't done yet. For those who ain't on Toriko, they don't know about this greatness. In other words, without eating a thing, just one breath, he's able to run around the world hundreds of times. Oh, on some demigod like that's a creature of a god demigod. Okay. Yeah, these king beasts are too much, and it's just the first. Oh my, I can't wait to meet these other ones, baby. It's said that he would also be able to fight continuously for a month at his full strength. A month on a single breath, and it explains why later. But a month, yo, the stamina alone, man. If I could fight a month, bro, man, I'd be unstoppable. On the other hand, if he sat around without doing anything, one breath would sustain him for an entire year. Let me pause for the cause. An entire year? Are you serious? If Toriko them get on that level, it's over, bro. It's over. Yo, what level? Oh, excuse me if you hear that. Yo, that means Acacia. Yo, the freaking, Acacia. Yo, the level this cat must be on. Oh no. Yo, Acacia. I see why they call him the Bishokia God. Yo, man. Oh no. I mean, people recognize. Freaking Shiva 8-armed. I'm calling it because my dude Northside of Combo Nation theory we got going on. I'm gonna have to do a short video on that one about Acacia's ability, whatever. It was a theory, boy. Yo, a regular human would only be able to keep up their full strength of oxygen for about 8 seconds. If you hold your breath, you can last no more than a few minutes. That's factual. So I like Mitsutoshi bringing that scientific fact. If you want to go like that, that's some factual junk. To think that the source of all their energy is nothing but air, man. If yo, Mitsutoshi, yo, you done gave me a great idea, dog. You done gave me, well, at least a height, man. That must be the horse piece called the ageless immortal horse, pretty much. The difference lies in the incredible abnormal lung capacity, the amount of air it exhales. See, here's the thing, man. This is why I love Mitsutoshi. He brings in crazy stuff at the anatomy, the anatomical feats of these. See, he brings in actual stuff. It's not just about food. He brings in a whole body, the holistic approach to things. Yo, and did freaking Grimpatch come here to train? I'm just saying though. Well, my dog Kirby, my dog Kirby would be loving this. This is too much. If Kirby got on this level, it's over. If Kirby evolved to this level, it's over. He's unbeatable. He's unbeatable, dog. This is too much. Hold on, let me continue. The horse can. This is what just over the top. This was over the top. When I read these stats, I even read it to my friend who ain't caught up to Toriko. I had to give her, because I was reading it at the night, right? And I had to give her a sample of this greatness, yo. It said the Horse King Haddock inhales over 360 billion tons of air in one breath. Let me repeat that. 360 billion tons. Oh my God, it's nearly unfathomable. Yo, go big or go home. Mitsutoshi, you doing too much. You doing too much. Yo, this is crazy, man. In volume, that would be 300 million cubic kilometers if you prefer. And the footnote says approximately the same volume as the seawater of the freaking Atlantic Ocean, man. The second biggest ocean on the planet. The Atlantic Ocean. He can hold the breath of the amount of the Atlantic Ocean. No wonder. And this thing's massive, but no wonder. He can fight a month non-stop. No wonder he can last on just air. Like, yo, come on, bro. But of the air he takes in, he exhales only 10% of it. So the air pressure of the area of Area 8 is always low. Okay, now I know only a bit about meteorology, excuse me. I do just. Only a bit about meteorology, so I can't explain that phenomenon. Toxins are excreted through his exhalations and through updrafts of the air. They're taken into the clouds and become the various forms of torrential rain that pour down on this planet. This dude, I didn't fully understand what I read that. When I just read that back through, this means that the king beast, Heracles, the king of the Heracles, creates natural disaster. Well, yeah, pretty much natural disasters. Because if this was a human world, freaking meteors dropping, laser beam rain, poison rain. Need I say more? The reason Area 8 is called the continent of rain. In spite of all that, the Herrick's breath happens only once a year. Okay, we're good. Okay, it's not it. Woo! The amount of air is able to be replenished in the vast amount of plants, trees, and microbes in the gourmet world. Bueno, muy bueno. But when it gives birth, there's always that caveat. There's always that decree. Little exception. It requires nearly 100 times the amount of fresh air it normally does. I can't even imagine. That's a trillion. What? Trillions? 30 billion cubic kilometers. 30. Let's see. Yeah, I knew it was in the trillions. 36 billion tons of air. I'm in disbelief, dude. And the only thing that can provide air all at once is the giant air tree. Is air. So, I love how Mitsutoshi is combined all this into the environment, to the world, into the importance of this air. It's not just like, we're gonna search for food and go get it and eat all up. But no. Food king air. Look at the size of this tree. On that world tree junk. On that freaking, that Infinite Tsukiyomi for your Naruto fans. World tree. Your Hunter fans know what I'm talking about. Massive fruit. The air fruit, which grows on the giant air tree. Only one air fruit grows every few hundred years. That can be really bad. That can be really bad. So it takes centuries. Yo, this Toriko lifespan, though. I'll tell you. And that one fruit will have enough air condensed in it to cover an entire planet. Like, these stats are just insane, man. I'm trying to wrap my brain around, my mind. My mind's like, yo, like, this is too much. Let me continue. It is said that once the air fruit has ripened, and the instant it falls to Earth, the enormous amount of air bursts out and blows all the clouds on area, blows away everything. Okay, all the clouds. Okay. This bathes the land in sunlight and creates rainbow of 100 colors. 100 colors. I didn't even catch that. 100 colors. This is just wow. It's incredible. This man's mind, man. I'd love to talk to this dude, man. I'd love to talk to him. Find out what this dude's thinking of. Seriously. Much respect to Mitsutoshi, by the way, for creating this. It's getting, I mean, if he keeps up with stuff like this, man, it's going to that masterpiece level, dog. During the moment light pierces through all the air and water, the continent that is normally blanketed by thick clouds and shut off from everything around all the other continents, there are bridges. And this is why I talk about Apollo and the Vikings, okay? The Rainbow Bridge, the Asgard and all that. I know we got that from mythology. And Apollo, like, in a chariot, fire, you know, the sun, you know, follow, you know, kind of jazz like that. Apollo and Helios and all that jazz. The horse king choose that moment to give birth. Then they're... Okay, so it doesn't have to eat it, the fruit itself. Okay, I understand what's going on. So at the explosion of the air, he gives birth at that moment. That makes sense. Then the newly born offspring gallop across the Rainbow Bridge. So around the Rainbow Bridge, hey, yeah, it should be one, right? That one makes sense. And as it echoes across the skies, it rides off to another continent. In ancient times, those living on the other continents, they were awestruck by the cry and called it. This is really fascinating, to be honest with you. It's inspiring writing. Okay, it makes me want to write. It's very artistic. The way he wove the things together. Herrick's response. You know, this thing is cool. As a child, it crossed over the other continents. The power of the Horse King became known of the entire world. Like, everybody was afraid. Like, yeah, I'd be freaking, like, yeah, seriously, dude. Like, these creatures I've been scared too, dude. If you could see that, like, this thing's galloping. Like, yeah, man. I'm looking pissed off, looking like ready to wage war. At some point throughout the entire world, became fear to be called. It started to be called Heracles. Milk senses something. So then, for that Herrick child there to be small and helpless, it must have been born premature. Exactly. Nice. When it was born, it must have not had enough air to breathe. At the very least, we know that for tens of thousands of years, there have been no record of any young Herricks crossing a rainbow. So this is ancient mythology. Nice. You said tens of thousands of years? The Nitro had discovered a method. Here they come. Yo, they blew Nitro though. Y'all doing too much. Y'all screwing up everything. The Nitro had discovered a method of harvesting a ripe air before it falls. Oh, so here's Milk. Milk knows the truth. He must know it from Ichiryu. So I would assume the air fruit has been taken away each time it ripens. Interesting deduction. Let's see what else says. Stolen air, means of harvest air. But we can't win against a blue nitro. Hell no. You remember what Acacia said? Yeah, I hope so. So unfortunately, it's impossible for us to harvest air. Like, you do look mad shit. You look mad evil. Look at this nitro. Look at that dog. Yo, Mr. Toshi. Muy bueno. If Heracles himself were to go after the delicate air fruit, it'd probably rot in an instant. That makes some sense, because, yo, his presence is too much. And he said delicate? The downfall of the... So that means, yo, these Blue Nitro, man, we need explanation on their skill set, dog. Like, these dudes are fearsome, but they're able to harvest... Like, these dudes are too much. No wonder Acacia, you know... Oh my gosh, these dudes, yo, man. These dudes, I keep telling people, their level? 20,000 capsule level? I mean... I don't know, man. The downfall of the member of the 8 King, Horse King, would mean the end of the continent. But what can we do? You know, but to become fertilizer for the air trees. It may not be much, but at the very least, we could become part of the air the Horse King feeds on. So it's like a circle of life, and it's a sacrifice. It's a great sacrifice. It's for the greater good kind of thing. This is crazy. Malkin out there in this. Sage with Toriko and Komatsu. I think it might be. I think they might be able to do it. Milk all kind of scarred up. I ain't gonna front. Yo, what has he been through? I know that's just more than his knives. What has he been through? Wonder if we're gonna get some backstory. Do what? Yeah. So what now? Is Rockfoot. Yo, Komatsu pulling out that knife, though. That knife, what are you trying to do? Take out your kitchen knife. Komatsu, a voice. You hear the voice of the tree. Yo, Komatsu. Please teach that man how to fight. Anyways, the voice. I can hear the voice of the ingredients. Maybe Jiro's child. I know I'm pushing it, but come on now. This man, you need to learn how to fight. Komatsu. What's Komatsu's plan? Yo, Mappy is shook. He's shook. Look at that thing. He is shook, dog. He is shook. And can you blame him when you take a look at this? Take a look at it. Take a good long look at this greatness. Yo, that is the face of death. That is the second face of death. After, the bad wolf, and freaking he is enraged, dude. Like, that's a dragon's rage. Yo, Heracles. And they said, the question mark, the Horse King, Heracles, and Toriko clash? Yo, I don't know, dog. Yo, Toriko ain't on that level. I'm just saying, though. He could try to go ahead. He might be able to survive. He might be able to survive long enough to give Komatsu that option to be able to put in that work. I'm hoping Mappy survives. Maybe Mappy steps in too, though. I'm just saying, though. But, so much in the chapter. Y'all know it's a perfect chapter. Do I need to explain? I just showcased what is perfect chapter. It was perfect. So much detail in that. Like, yo. No need to say more. The unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this chapter. I know people wait for this Toriko review. Too much greatness, I know. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. That Toriko greatness. Man, freaking Heracles.